Welcome to App of the Week. Today I want to show you a Google Sheets add-on called Files Cabinet by Awesome Tables. This is a great tool that will allow you to display files that you have in a Google folder. That it will allow you to display them and make them available to users in a visually pleasing way. And it also gives you options in terms of where you can display it. So we can use it via link, and we can also embed it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to put that link into a Canvas page. I'm also going to embed it in there and show you how users could view these files from a Google folder. And what's nice about it is it's filterable. It's the same thing that we have for our Awesome Table that we have for our CMS Learns Network site, where you can search for the videos that we do. You'd be able to search for files in the same manner. So I'm going to show you how you can do this with this simple add-on that's available in Google Sheets. So what you would do is go to add-ons. Of course, you're going to have to add this add-on to Google Sheets. I already have mine, so I'm going to select Files Cabinet by Awesome Tables, and then select Start Listing. Over here on the right hand side, I have two questions I need to complete. This first one is, where do I want the information to display? I'm going to put it right here in this current sheet for sheet 1, so I'm going to leave this the way it is. If I had more than one sheet options, I could select those, but I just have the one, so I'm going to use this one. And then, of course, I have to pick what folder are all of these files housed in. So I'm going to select the folder that I have in my Google Drive. Once you selected your folder, you're going to click this red Create List of Files button. Now, if you're familiar with Awesome Tables, then this part will look familiar to you. So you'll see the different column headings that are available up here, and then you'll see the configuration options that are just below it. So this is where you can make decisions on how this will display. You'll be able to make decisions on what categories teachers can filter these items by, or students can filter them by, what things will display in the table itself. So you can make those decisions right here down for where it says category filters and the hiddens. And I'm not going to go into that now, but just know this is where you can make those settings changes to alter how your page will, or how your table will display. So now that you have this information in here, this is not where the end user will look at. This is the editing area where you can decide how things will display. So what we want to do is, to get to that end user visual, we're going to go down here and click on this Create button. And once it creates it, that Create button is going to change to Open. So we're going to select Open. And essentially, this is what the end user will see. These are all the files that were in that folder. And these are the options that I have configured that will allow them to do their searches by. So if they wanted to search for all the presentations in this folder, they could click on presentations, and then it will display just that. Or if they wanted to display the owner, they'd be able to do it that way. You can pick and choose which ones that you want. They can even filter this by date if they wanted to as well. But this is something that the user will be able to have a little bit more control over as they look for the different files that you have in this folder. So this is how it will display. This is how I have it set to display. This can be changed, but this is just how I have it displayed now. So now what I wanted to do is, I just want to show you quickly how you can make this available to your users. So I'm going to go over here to Edit This View and click on that. And then I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to make my sheet public sheet, so that it's visible on the web, so students don't have to be logged into a Google account. If they're if they're at the library on a desktop, they'd be able to pull up this site or this page and access this. So once you scroll down a little bit, you'll see these buttons down here. One of them says Share. So I'm going to click on this Share button, and then it gives me a few options out here. Like one of them down here says Link, so I can take this link and I can post this somewhere for students to view, and when they click on this link, it'll bring them here and they'll see the page just like this. So I could take this and go to a page in Canvas, just call this my test page, and I could paste that link in there, and my students would be able to click on that. It'll take them to this awesome table page where they will see this. They'll be able to search and click on and find out all the information that they need to. You can also embed this in here as well. I can go to my HTML editor, and you can, if you're familiar with iframes, you can put that, surround that link with the iframe HTML, and that will embed that into your Canvas page and make it something that's easy to access and easy for the user. So all you're going to do is you're going to put the code in, the iframe tag in there, and you just need to put that link that we copied before in the area where it says, where you have the quotation marks. All right, once you have done that, I'm going to go back to my rich editor, my rich content editor. You'll see this little gray box, so I'm going to extend this out just to make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. As a matter of fact, when I extend it out, I'm actually going to go back to my HTML editor and make this 100%, so it just maxes out the that page. When I hit save, there is my awesome table that my students will be able to see and filter. And what's nice about this is I add things to the folder, it'll add things to the file cabinet, which will automatically add things to this page. I don't have to do anything to this page anymore. Anytime I add things to that folder, it'll automatically display in this page as well. So that is the awesome table, the file cabinet for awesome table. Again, remember, it is Google Sheets add-on that will allow you to display files that you have in your Google folder.